A list of the best hill stations in India may not include Chindi, and that has done Chindi a lot of good. This small hamlet in Karsog Valley is a hidden gem of Himachal Pradesh. It is calm, pristine, and charmingly oblivious to its natural beauty or rich cultural heritage. The people are friendly and hospitable. Chindi was one of our best retreats in Himalayas. Delhi to Chindi is more than 400 kilometers. We booked ourselves an overnight HPTDC bus from Delhi to Shimla and boarded from Mandi house. The bus took a halt at Mannat Dhaba for dinner and then at 3 in the morning for chai. The bus dropped us at Shimla bus stand very early before 6 am. We were tired and sleepy and we had to catch another bus from here to Chindi. It took us about 5 hours on steep hill roads to reach Chindi from Shimla. We were booked at Hotel Mamleshwar, one of the most sought after accommodations in Chindi.
And we've finally reached our hotel after 14 hours of bus trip, and this is Hotel Mamleshwar. This is going to be our home for next 2 days. We have stayed at other HPTDC properties in Kasoli, Dharamshala and Shimla, and we have always loved the experience, and this one also looks great.
This HPTDC property is undoubtedly the best place to stay here. The old bungalow style architecture is very inviting. The lawns are clean and the rooms are spacious. We liked the simple food that they served. Given that they have few rooms and apparently not too many viable options, so do book ahead if you are visiting Chindi.
We finally, after trying for 5 years, we finally landed up at Chindi. Last time round, like when we tried to locate Chindi in 2011, and we had come up till Shimla, and then still nobody could tell us where Chindi was. People would give us those looks like what crazy. And but this time we were luckier. We had done more research. Chindi or Chindi or Sindhi, so it's like it has various pronunciations. And this is part of Karsog Valley, and it is as beautiful as it can get. So it's not cold, but it is very, very pleasant here. The rooms don't have fans. That's okay. We are not missing fans. We are not missing heaters. The weather is just right. It is the whole place is like basking in a lot of very pleasant light golden sun. These on the right are all apple orchards, and that's basically the activity here, that you trek among apple orchards. This long winding road is in front of our hotel Mamleshwar, and we have come out for a walk because there is not a lot that you can do in Chindi except for enjoying nature, pottering around. And up ahead we can see this valley, which is basically like a basin among the mountains. So this is Karsog Valley, and Chindi is part of Karsog Valley. And it's dusk time. It's looking so surreal. It's getting hazy and cold. I can almost see Bedo shivering. Yeah, I'm feeling very, very cold.
The Karsog Valley is a land of temples. We visited some extraordinarily beautiful temples during our trip to Chindi.
So we are at Chindi Temple. You can't miss Chindi Temple if you are in Chindi. This is just 200 meters walk from our accommodation. Sunlight is really favoring us. So let's go inside.
Yeah. So the inside walls are also basically full of carvings. So the first impression when we came inside was like, what? Our jaws dropped.
to see such a lot of wood carving around us, and all meticulous, and the place is very clean. Unlike a lot of temples, this temple is very clean. It smells very nice. They have flower designs, and they have the typical Hindu lotus on the ceiling. So, but then this again is the outside structure. The sanctum sanctorum seems to be basically made of stone, and again a lot of totems in black stone, have been installed on the sanctum sanctorum. We are of course outside because we are only allowed inside between 7 and 9 in the morning, and it is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You get to see two of these wood temples on two sides. So the main temple has this deer head on top of the gate. It seems to be a connect with the concept of hunting or shikar in this region, because this is basically something which resembles a hunter's trophy. On the other side, on the top of the other temple, there's a similar lion head.
The gorgeously wood-carved temple, with multiple stories and gabled roofs, was replete with various totems and symbols. Small pendants and chimes were hanging from the edges of the roof. And the peace at the shrine was surreal. A circular step well outside the temple looked very photogenic, but we could not find anyone to inquire about its history. We had hired a taxi for the whole day to be able to cover all the nearby temples in Chindi. After Chindi Temple, we went to Mamleshwar Temple. Mamleshwar is the most famous Shiva temple in Karsog Valley. Located in Karsog town, it was about 40 minutes drive from Chindi. The ancient stone and wood temple had beautiful carvings on the outer walls. A host of stone statues and other structures, perhaps from an even older temple, were housed here. Legend has it that this temple was built by the Pandavas of Mahabharata when they were in exile. In fact, the huge temple drum here apparently was played by Bhim, the second Pandav. We were lucky that we reached at a time when a colorful procession bearing the gods from the temple was about to begin. The procession was on its way to another festival. The famous brass repose Himachali god masks represented the temple deities in the procession. The music from the Himachali horns and drums regaled the air while some priests chanted mantras. We followed the procession till some distance while on our way to our next destination, Kao. Kao is famous for the ancient Kamakshi Devi temple. Kamakshi is a form of goddess Durga, and the brass statue adorned with heavy silver ornaments in local design was serene yet mesmerizing. The multi-storied temple had clearly been renovated. It had gabled roofs and was replete with detailed wood carvings, pendants and chimes. Again, we were the only visitors, so we could view every detail peacefully. We had kept one whole day for doing Shikari Devi temple, which is about 100 kilometers from Hotel Mamleshwar in Chindi. Shikari Devi temple was the main reason we opted to come to Chindi, but we didn't know that it was so far from here. We are going to cover that in a standalone vlog and will include a link on the screen or description below. Chindi was so beautiful and rejuvenating that we just did not feel like leaving. No quantum of time is enough to do justice to the natural beauty as well as the rich heritage Chindi and surrounding regions have to offer. Breakfast in the garden, frequent walks down the quiet hill roads, stopping for a cup of tea at a local tea stall, and suddenly struck by awe in discovering an unseen angle of the mountain. This was most of all that we did in Chindi. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and for any feedbacks or queries, please leave a comment below. Do subscribe to Delhi Fundus and press the bell icon to be notified of our new videos.